Hey guys, welcome to Jays and Kays. What I've got here today is a Casio GShock GST-S100G. And so this is one of the Casio GShock GSteel models. And you can see behind us we got a number of them here. So kind of representing each subset of this series, at least all that exists right now. But anyway, this is one of the 100 series, and this one's in gold. And as you can see, it's a little worse for the wear. It's got some wear and tear on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to pull this strap off and we're going to replace it with some other strap. And we're going to need a couple adapters for that. I've got my JaysAndKays Metal for G-Steel. And you can see, like as in our other metal products, we've got drilled lugs on these for spring bars, which means we're going to be able to use one-piece or two-piece straps on this. But anyway, let's get going. I'll show you what this is all about. So you got these socket screws on each side that hold the straps in. So we'll need our hex tool, and you'll get a pair of these budget tools with our kit, and if you got something better at home, go ahead and use those. But anyway, these are budget tools and they should get you by. So first thing we'll do is go ahead and pull off one of these straps on one side, and it's not too bad. I just want to show you what it looks like when we expose the nub on the watch, and then we'll fast forward through to getting the adapters on. So here is one side off, super easy to do. You can see the nub and the strap in. So let's set that down. And then let's proceed with the other half, and I'll come right back to you here shortly. Okay, so here's our watch with both strap halves removed, and you can see the nubs there. And what we're going to do is we're going to mount this adapter right back onto that exposed nub. It's super simple to do. Just go ahead and push it up there and hold it, press it up against the nub. Here's a close-up of your screw, but anyway, we'll just screw these in and snug them down. Once you've gotten snug, just go ahead and stop screwing. You're good to go. Here's the other one. I'll just do one side real quick so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll fast forward through to the other side and come right back to you. Okay, and there's one side, so you can see anyway, to take a quick step forward, each of these models has slightly different dimensions in their casing, in their housing here, and so you can see this lines up fairly well with the profile of this 100 series. We might see that it's a little wider, a little more narrow on some of the other profiles. But anyway, here's it on the here it is on the 100. And so let's go ahead and move forward and get the other adapter on, and we'll come right back to you. Okay, here we go with the watch has got both adapters installed, and so you can have a look there. Now remember, this has got drilled lugs, so we would mount spring bars in here. And so if we wanted to run a one-piece strap, we just drop the two spring bars in there and then feed the strap right through. What I'm going to put on this today is I'm going to put a two-piece strap on this. So I've got an old composite rubber here with yellow stitching. I'm going to go ahead and mount this up. So let's go ahead and drop the 12 o'clock side in. And with the kit, you will get a spring bar tool. I'm going to use that just to tuck that spring bar under and snap it in place. There you go. The 6 o'clock side's in. Let's move to the 12 o'clock. Anyway, this should be kind of old hat for you folks who put straps on traditional style watches that have typical or traditional lugs. Basically, we've just modified this watch to be more of a standard traditional watch with standard lugs. And so just general spring bar application, as you can see right here. And there you go. There's our GST-S100G in gold with a composite rubber with yellow stitch. And I'll probably give that a little bit of wrist time, see how that wears. But here's one that does get a lot of wrist time for me. It's my B100, and I like this a lot. I've got this on a two-piece NATO, as you can see. And again, that does get a bit of wrist time for me. And here's another S100G, but this is in black instead of gold. And I've got this on a leather 5-ring Zulu. And so you can check these two guys out. But I like the way that one looks. And then moving along, here's a W130. And I've got this on a bracelet, a little chainmail bracelet. But you can have a look at that. So my point is that it's the same adapters for all these guys. And here's a 200 series. And same adapters. In this case, I'm using a steel bracelet, a little chunkier steel bracelet. Moving right along, here's the 300. Now, 300 is a smaller body than some of these other guys, and because of that, you can see how the adapters overhang a little bit on the edge, but they fit nonetheless. And if you wanted a size comparison between a 100 and a 300, you can kind of have a look and see the minor size difference. So that's the 300 right there. And I've got this on my my black multicam NATO here. So if you wanted this strap, you can get this from us. Just hit me up. And then finally, the 400. This is one I didn't choose this color, but I acquired this through some other channels. And so although the adapter is only in black right now, you know, I've mounted them up. It's not really a great color combination on this guy, so I haven't really chosen a strap yet. But this shows you the 400 and how it looks. So there's a good spread of the entire GSteel line. And before I sign off, some folks have been asking me to do wrist checks as well when I can. And so what I've got on today, and this is also some exposure for another JaysAndKays Metal product, but this is the GA835. So this is the 35th anniversary G-Shock for the GA800, and I've got some JaysAndKays Metal for 16mm lugs on this, and I'm using it to mount a 22mm two-piece NATO on this guy. Anyway, this I wear quite often, but there you go. That was my wrist check for that, and if you guys have any questions, give me a holler. Thanks for watching.